Hi, thank you for purchasing the Viavito Setry 2-in-1 elliptical cross-trainer bike. In this video, we're going to show you how to put your new machine together with the minimum of fuss. So let's get started. Okay, so having taken all the bits out of the box and laid them out, it's just check them against the manual and the checklist. And you'll also notice on the hardware pack, all the pieces you need are separated into their own steps. So step 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So with everything accounted for, it's time to start building your new machine. Okay, so the first step is going to be to put the front and the rear stabilizers on. You can identify them with the front stabilizer having wheels and the rear stabilizer having the Viavito logo and the serial number on it. Take the nuts and bolts from step 1 in the hardware pack, and all we're going to do is, with the wheels facing forward, just get the coach bolt, put it through like so, and then just slide it in and put it there. Then take the curved washer, place it on, then the split washer, and then the head of the nut. Do the same for the other side, like so, like that. And you can just do these finger tight for now, nice and straightforward. Okay, that's the front one. Then do the same for the rear, with the logo facing backwards like so. And one thing just to note, on the ends of both the front and rear stabilizers, little plastic bits which you can turn, and that will let you level the legs. So they're leg levelers that are built into the stabilizer there. So once you put the front on, do the same for the rear. So having secured the stabilizers, the next thing we're going to do is put the seat on. The seat post has L-shaped with holes in the front of it there. The holes face forward, and all you do is undo the nut there slightly, pull it out, and you'll find that the seat post will just slide in like so. Tighten that, and then take the seat itself, which also has a knob pre-assembled in it like so. So if you take that off and take the washer off, place it on into position, and then put the washer back on and tighten like that. Now you can adjust the seat forward and backwards. Once you've got it placed where you want it, just tighten that up like that, and you're ready for the next bit. Okay, so for this step, you're going to need the parts from the hardware pack labeled Step 3 and the pedal axles, which are the only pieces of metal which are already joined, like so. They're marked left and right. So if we just take the plastic bushing and slide it onto the pedal axle like so, and then take the pedal axle, and you see a little hole here and a hole here. We just need to line those up like that. And then once they're lined up properly, there we go, like that. There we are. You can then just start that off finger tight, like so, like that. And then once that's there, just finish tightening it with the Allen key. And then once you've done that, repeat that very same step for the left-hand side. Okay, so having secured the pedal axles, what we're going to do now is attach the front post. First thing we're going to do is just reach down inside the machine here and pull out the cable. It's tied with a bit of cable tie, so just remove that like so. And you can discard the cable tie. Just make sure that this doesn't fall inside the machine. And then we're going to take the front post with the curve facing the inside of the bike and the outside of the curve facing the front. And you'll have a cable in there as well, and just connect the two. Now they will only connect one way, so there we go. And then on the other end of the cable, just pull it gently so you don't catch the cable anywhere, and slide the post onto the front of the bike. like that. Okay, so now take all the parts out of the hardware pack from the section labelled Step 4 and get those ready. Then we'll take the silver axle and thread it through the front here, like so. It is quite greasy in there, so once you've got it through, then take the wavy washer and slide that on here. And then from your pedal axle, take that on and just simply fit that like so. Okay, once you've done that bit, take your bolts and place a split washer on the bolt, and then take one of your flat washers and put that on like that. And then finger tighten that in there. Okay, just to get it started, that's all we need to do. And then repeat exactly the same for the other side, and then take your 2 spanners and tighten both sides simultaneously. When you've finished doing that, take the little plastic end cap and place it over the bolt like so. Okay, so now we're just going to put the handlebars on. They're labelled left and right, and they'll only go on one way because the holes are only on one side. So we just simply slide it over like that. Take your bolt and a split washer, put the split washer on the bolt, then put the curved washer on so that the curve follows the contour of the handlebar, like that. And then just line up the holes and finger tight for now, just until you've got everything lined up nicely and the washer sitting in the right position like that. And then simply repeat the process for the remaining one and do exactly the same for the left hand side. When you've got them all in position, just take your Allen key and tighten them up smartly. Okay, so next you're going to take all the bits out of the hardware pack for the part labelled Step 5. And like before, we'll take our bolt with our split washer, put that on, and then put the curved washer on with the curve following the contour of the post. And I find it easier to start this off with the Allen key, so just get that ready like so. And then if you take the handlebars with these holes here and just line them up. So off the bat, we'll just put that up, line it up like so, and just tighten it. Don't overly tighten it at first, that's just the first one, enough to hold it. Do the same with the second bolt like that, and get that into position. Now, there we go. Give those a good tighten, and when you've done that, take the 2 cables, and there's a hole in the top here, just thread them through like so. So that's 1, 2, and just make sure they're not getting caught anywhere. And then once that's all in position, just take your plastic cover and put it over the top like that to get a nice, neat and tidy finish. Okay, so now take all of the parts out of the hardware pack labelled Step 6, and we're going to put the pedals on. Now the pedals themselves, the foot plates, they've got embossed underneath L and R for left and right, and they fit on with the rounded edge facing the front and the square edge facing the rear. Now it's worth noting that there are 3 sets of holes here, and that's so that you can adjust your pedals according to your arm length, closer to the front of the machine or further to the back. Today we're going to use the middle setting, and so take one of the long bolts and put it through the pedal like that, and then place that on here and thread that through the hole until it sits all the way flat down. Do the same for the rear, like so. And then we're going to take a small flat washer, a split washer, and a knob. And we're going to slide. You'll probably find this easier putting your thumb on the top so the screw can't move. But first put the flat washer onto the bolt, then put the split washer on, like that, and then take the knob and feed that on and tighten that up like that. Okay, so we'll just do that again so you can see. So take the flat washer and slide that onto the bolt. Do the same for the split washer, like so. And then take the knob and tighten it up. Nice and secure there. And then repeat exactly the same for the other side. Okay, so now we're going to secure the front post, and to do that we're just going to take the remaining bolts and the curved washers here, and these go on the side of the post. So just line the holes up like that, and then finger tight for now will be just fine. And just get it so it's the washer's sitting nice and neat like that. And do the same for the other three. So there's two on the right and two on the left. And then for the front, take the bolt, put your split washer on first, and then take the metal grommet, and the flat edge of the grommet should go onto the bolt with the tapered edge facing the inside. And then these go in the front here, like so. There we go. And there's two of those like that. When they're on, go around and tighten these very, very firmly. And when they're all tightened, you'll have 4 rubber covers left, and they simply fit on here, like that, and on here, like that. There we go. Like so. And then do the same on the other side. Okay, so now we're going to attach the console, and the first thing we're going to do before we fit the console is take the plastic lugs here and place those into the front, and they form the tablet holder, like so. Now if you flip the console over, on the back you'll see 4 screws that are pre-attached. I've taken 3 of them out already, but if you just take the 4th one out, and then you'll also notice on the back that you've got 2 cables for your pulse sensors and a multi-pin connector. So what we're going to do now is, the first thing I'm going to do is take the multi-pin connector. Now it does only plug in one way, so just line that up nicely, and that should go in like that. And then take the 2 pulse sensor cables coming out of the top of the stem, and it doesn't matter which way round they connect, and they will only connect one way. So like that, and like that. And you'll also notice on the back here a little embossed bit on the console that says DC in. You should ignore that. That's not where the power plugs in. So once we've attached everything, feed all the cables down into the stem of the post like that, and just make sure that they're all nicely sitting in, like so. And then what we're going to do is take the screws that we removed earlier and attach the console. So just put it into there, line it up, and get it started like that. So once that's on, repeat for the other 3 screws, and once you've done that, it's time to plug it in. Okay, so now that you've finished assembling your Setry, let's plug it in. Find a suitable socket, and the 9-volt cable plugs into the rear of the machine, down at the bottom here, like so. Thanks again for purchasing the Setry. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.